So as a data analyst, you need two basic skills, the technical skills and the soft skills. And in this video, we're going to be dissecting technical skills that you need and the soft skills that you need. All right, so let's get down to business. Hi everyone, my name is Justin, the data analyst. Today we're going to be talking about how to build up your technical skills and your soft skills in data analysis so that you can get the kind of jobs that you want at every point in time. All right, but before we dive into that, I'm going to be showing you something from my laptop, right? So as a data analyst, you require the mix-up of these skills, the technical skill, which entails how to collect data, clean your data, analyze the data, and also visualize the data. All of them are technical skills, right? Then the soft skills, you talk about how to interpret what you have done, the work you have done, interpret the insights, communicate your findings, and make data-driven decisions. All right, so let's dissect the few technical skills you need. The first technical skills you need, or technical skill you need, is data cleaning and preparation. As a data analyst, if you don't know how to prepare data, you don't know how to clean data, then you have not actually started the whole work, right? So it is very important that you understand how to clean and how to prepare your data. Why is this important? Because data is often messy and needs cleaning before analysis. If you go ahead and analyze data when it is dirty, you are on your own, because you are going to get the very wrong answers for what you are doing. All right, so what are the tools you need? You need Excel. If you understand Excel, then you can clean your data properly. You can use Power Query, you can use SQL, you can use Python to be able to do that. The goal here is that you handle missing values. You also remove duplicates and format and standardize your data appropriately. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the technical skill you need to have is data analysis and statistical thinking. All right, so why is this important? It helps you to identify trends, patterns, and correlations. As a data analyst, you must be able to have statistical thinking, think statistics. In that, what we mean is that you apply the descriptive statistics by understanding mean, median, standard deviation, right? You need to have that little skills. Then also perform hypothetical testing like A/B testing, maybe other testing you can do. Then also understand how to do regression and all that. And few tools you need to be able to do this is Excel. Inside Excel, you can use pivot table, some functions. You can also use SQL, Python, even R to do this analysis, right? Another technical skill you need is SQL and database management, right? SQL and database management. Why is this important? Because companies store their data in databases, right? And SQL is the best tool you need to extract this data and manipulate it from the database, right? So like we already know, the tools you need, there are different SQL tools. There is SQL Server, there is MySQL, PostgreSQL, there is SQLite, there is also BigQuery, right? You can use them and do SQL, do this to test this your skills so well. Now, why do you need to do this? You provided you are interested to build these skills, you must understand how to write the select, the join, the group by, the where, queries. You do aggregate data functions like count, sum, average. You also optimize your query in the int best performance for people to understand whatever query you have written. The fourth one is visualization and reporting. As a data analyst, you need to have this technical skill to understand how to visualize your work and be able to report it accordingly. All right. So why this is important is because data insight needs to be presented visually for easy decision making. Data does not make any sense until you visualize it. So you need to understand it very well. Now, what are the various tools you can use to, analyze your data? Visualize your data. You can use Tableau, you can use Power BI, you can use Excel charts, you can use Python. In Python, you have the matplotlib, you have the Seaborn. In R, you have ggplot2 and all that. The goal here is for you to create dashboard with charts, example bar chart, line chart, heat maps. You can also use it to do KPI, that is key performance index, to track business performances. And also you can also communicate insights by telling stories. The fifth one I'm going to share again is business intelligence and decision making. Business intelligence and decision making. Why is this one important? Because companies uses data always to drive business decisions, to drive their business strategies and all that. So what are the tools you need for BI, like business intelligence, right? You need understand Power BI, you need to understand Tableau or Looker or Google Data Studio, whichever one that you can understand, it is good, right? The goal is to convert raw data to actionable insights and also identify business opportunities, from the trends that you have, and also recommend, data-driven strategies that business can use. The last one I'm going to share for you on the technical skill is programming for data analysis. This one is optional, but it's useful because a lot of companies use Excel, SQL, and Power BI and Tableau. There's just few are still using Python and R, right? But then why this one is important? It helps automate your work, your tasks, and everything. But this one is in an advanced level. What are you going to use for this programming for data analysis? You can talk about R. What do you do with in programming for data analysis? You use it, you write your scripts, for data cleaning and transformation. You also, build machine learning models and predictions, and also automate data, extractions and analysis. Now let's talk about the skills, the soft skills you need. There are a few soft skills you need I'm going to talk about in this video. Number one is critical thinking and problem solving. This one, you don't need to read about it. It has to be innate. You have to practice it and understand what it means to solve problems, to think critically, right? Why is this important? Because as a data analyst, you must ask the right questions and find the solution. If you don't ask the right questions, you cannot find the exact solution. Now, how do you develop critical thinking and problem solving? Number one, break down complex problems into smaller pieces. Number two, think logical about data patterns. You have to be logical about whatever you are thinking. Then number three, apply structured decision making. You have to apply structured decision making on every single thing you are going to do. Number two, communication and data storytelling. Communication and data storytelling. This is very, very important as a data analyst, right? So why is this important? Because stakeholders, managers, clients need insight in simple and clear terms. Like I said earlier, no matter how good your data is, no matter how good your visualization is, if you cannot communicate better and tell the right story about your data, you have not finished your work. You still need some things to be done. Now the question is, how do you develop communication and data storytelling? Explain. Number one, explain complex data in non-technical language. Because most of the times, your stakeholders are not data analysts. They are not data analysts. They are just people who want to understand what is happening in their business. So you have to take your time to explain it very well for them to understand what you are talking about. Number two, you use data storytelling with clear narratives and visuals. Very clear narrative and visual. The last one, you present findings effectively in meetings, right? Number three, attention to details. As a data analyst, you must pay attention to details. Detailing is very important. Why is this important? Because mistakes in data analysis can lead to wrong business decisions. That means all the things you have done, because it is wrong, you create a lot of lacuna in a business, and there is a problem. And once that happens, it's a very big problem. Now, how do you develop attention to details? Number one, double check your formulas, your queries and visualization. Check it to be sure that there is no mistake anywhere. Number two, you identify inconsistencies in your data. Okay? Then number three, you have to validate every result before presenting them to your stakeholders, or presenting your insights to your client or whoever that the work is meant for. Is that clear? All right. And the fourth one, business and domain knowledge. You must have business knowledge for you to be able to talk about. So let's say you are as a data analyst, you want to go into financial analysis or business analytics and all that. You need a business knowledge or domain knowledge to be able to thrive in this. So what does it mean? Understanding business problems helps then asking the right questions. You must understand the business, you must understand what the data is meant for, you must understand so that you can be able to do the needful. Now, how do you develop business and domain knowledge? You learn about the different industries. You need to understand different industries that you are working on. So if you're working with finance, you need to understand the finance data analysis, analytics. If you're working in healthcare, you must understand healthcare part. You must also, if you're working in retail or shops, whatever, you have to understand it. That's number one. Number two, you have to understand the key business metrics. All right, the revenues, the profit, the churn rate, and all that. You must understand that. The last one is that you must follow trends in decision or data-driven decision making. You must follow the trends that are happening in the business. The last thing I'm going to share with you on the soft skill is collaboration and teamwork. This is very important. No man is an island, right? So you still need to work with people to be able to get the best of what you are doing. Now, why is this important? As a data analyst, you work with a lot of people. You work with engineers, work with marketers, work with sales team, executives, work with a lot of people. The goal is that you must become a good team player so that you can collaborate more and get the best results. Okay? Now, how do you develop this? Work on team projects. Work with people, right? Find a team project, work with them. Practice explaining data concept to non-technical, people, and also be open for feedback to learn every single thing. I hope this is clear to you, right? Now, let me give you the summary of everything, then we'll wrap it up. So in summary, right, all you need to do for technical skills, take courses on Excel, take courses on Tableau, take courses on BigQuery. These are few things you need to understand so that you can build up your technical skills. You can work on real-world projects. You can also share your dashboard. You can also share your report on LinkedIn and GitHub. This will help you to be known, to help you share your technical skills for people to understand what you can do. All right. Then the next one is the soft skill. All right. In this soft skill, you need to practice how to explain your data in simple terms. All right. You also need to write case studies on your projects, right? Then also engage in data discussions. All right. So you need to understand, once you be able to understand your skills based on the technical skills and the soft skills, put them together. That's what makes you a good data analyst. And if you put them together and you work on them squarely, all right, you are going to become better. I hope this video makes sense to you. All right, so if you love what you see, subscribe to this channel and you'll be able to be getting a lot of messages from us from time to time. Make sure you turn your bell icon to get all the information you need for every single thing. Now, lastly, a lot of people are asking me questions about how do I learn more? How I want to learn more, I want to become better. Just go to the description box. I have a lot of messages there. Anyone that suits you, so many links that you can use. Anyone that suits you and suit what you want, just click on that and get all those values for yourself. I will see you in the next video and I'll see you at the top, right? Have a blessed day.